Good morning, everyone. The topic of my presentation is Indian Ocean region and how, in current context in the contemporary world, the geopolitics is centered around the Indian Ocean. What are the opportunities for India as well as the challenges, and what can be the way forward? To begin with, we have the introduction. Indian Ocean, the third largest ocean of the world, and if we see what all regions is bordered around it, we have East Africa. It is the resource-rich region. Then we have Southeast Asia and South Asia. It's the populous region of the world as well as the developing economies. We can see how Indian Ocean can actually provide a route for all these countries to excel respectively. Moving ahead, what are the factors that make it so important geopolitically is the availability of resources. We find polymetallic nodules at the seabed, and these polymetallic nodules are extremely rich in rare earth elements, which are beneficial in the cutting edge technologies like semiconductors. We need to make permanent magnets, or even in energy transition. We have important trade routes. If we see in this map, these are the major sea lines of communication. But in this region, the Indian Ocean region, we have major trade routes, which is the Bab el Mandeb Strait, the Strait of Hormuz, Strait of Malacca. These regions, they constitute a major portion of the trade routes, the external trade imports and exports of major global powers of the world. Then we have maritime security. There's example in this strait, in the African region, the Horn of Africa, there's a peculiar problem of piracy by the Somalian pirates, as well as in this region, the Persian Gulf region, we have Houthis and Hezbollah. They also pose a threat to the security of the region and collectively the Indian Ocean region. Then we have global rivalry. We can see in this map, major players are China and India, of course, and in certain pockets there is USA. And here there is French colony, the Reunion Island. So we can see major economies of the world, they are trying to get access to the Indian Ocean region and assert dominance. If we see India's opportunities, 80 to 90% of India's trade is through Indian Ocean. And in order to improve its logistics and increase its trade efficiency, we have opened the Vizhinjam port in Kerala, which is a deep sea port. Then India has also announced its Blue Economy Initiative, in which they are focusing on sustainable use of the marine ecosystems, which is actually projected to contribute around 4% of GDP. And if we are able to achieve it, it would be very beneficial for India to prosper. Then the Chinese influence. We have the string of pearls. China is trying to cover India from all sides. We need to counter it, and in order to counter, Indian Ocean ports, Indian Ocean islands, they play a very important role. We have countries like Seychelles, Mauritius, and Maldives. India need to make very good relations with them, and trust building is needed. There is one organization called Indian Ocean Commission. We need to make diplomatic relations, negotiations, and dialogues are needed. Then we have Matsya 6000. This is a mission by India in order to explore the seabed resources. So again, that will be very beneficial. And also, India has got license to explore the polymetallic nodules of around 75,000 square kilometers area, again, which will facilitate the deep sea mining and make us resource rich. These are some organizations that India is a part of, that is Indian Ocean Rim Association, the Sagar Initiative, BIMSTEC, not completely covering the pan-Indian Ocean, but still Bay of Bengal, which is again very important for India. If we see in this map, India has also invested in a lot of overseas ports. We have Colombo Port, we have Sitwe Port, and all these. This is in counter again with China's string of pearls policy. If we see the challenges, of course, India is doing good. India's initiative are in a right direction, but still, there are challenges. If we see the pace of our investment, the development of our ports is way too slow as compared to China. China's border road initiative is fast-paced and also fetching them returns. Then we have instability in the Middle East. The whole Middle East is in complete turmoil. Instead of projecting the power, we are actually more focused on managing the crisis. there is dilemma in which country to support to maintain neutrality or not. That will again remain a challenge. Naval power projection, of course, we aim to be a blue water navy, but still we have a lot of challenges in terms of logistics. We have infrastructure delays, we have Sagarmala initiative, but again it will take time for it to reap its benefit. Then in the Western Ocean region, as I've already mentioned, the Maldives are anti-India government, they are not having good relations with us. Whereas as compared to other powers, French colony reunion, US, China, they're far more active in the region and they have far more good relations with these countries. Conclusion, India needs to collaborate. We cannot think that we will be the one who will dominate. Indian Ocean region cannot be dominated by one single power. We need a collaborative approach. We need dialogues, negotiations in order to make the sustainable use of the Indian Ocean region and also ensure its maritime security through collaborative means. Thank you.
Very well said.